A Christmas dawn was breaking. There were people in the square. There was snow high on the mountain. There was magic in the air.
There certainly was magic in the air at a recent special performance at New York's Carnegie Hall. The music, the venue, the sense of giving to a worthy cause, and with Christmas just around the corner. Over 3,000 people packed the hall for the Celtic Twilight Christmas concert, featuring Andy Cooney and Phil Coulter, joined by special guests and a 60-member choir.
The music's still ringing in my ears.
Carnegie Hall is an amazing place to play. This year was really, really special. You know, we had the opportunity of playing to a full house, sold out. I got to raise money for a great organization, Hope House Ministries, led by Father Frank, who's just an amazing man. And of course, to share the stage with Phil Coulter. What can I say? The night was just electric.
There's a happy feeling nothing in the world can buy. When it gets around the coffee and the pumpkin pie.
Christmas in New York, there's nothing like it. You know, the lights, people are in a wonderful, festive mood. That's exactly what the show was. It was a good, happy, feel-good Christmas show.
The tears have all been shed now. We've said our last goodbyes.
It had moments where, of course, Phil Coulter was doing his beautiful music that you could just close your eyes and just get lost. We had a 60-piece choir called the Hibernian Festival Singers. They're all the way from Long Island. They have sung in Carnegie Hall a number of times. So to have the band, the strings, the choir, and of course, just the way the music rings in Carnegie Hall. It was a fantastic night I'll never forget.
And when times got tough, there was just about enough, but they saw it through.
There are few musicians performing today whose music is so familiar to most of us. Derry native Phil Coulter has produced some 23 platinum records, 39 gold and 52 silver albums, and he's performed at major venues around the world.
Why is it we are here? Why is it we are here? Where is it we will go? Where is it we will go?
Over the past few years, Phil has been working almost exclusively with the popular group Celtic Thunder. The Christmas concert marked a return to his solo career.
I'm trying to figure out the last time I played Carnegie Hall. As far as I can recollect, it was with James Galway, maybe 8 or 9 years ago. And people have said, what took you so long to come back? Well, I got sidetracked into Celtic Thunder. I mean, I was the musical generator of all of that, the auditions for the singers, and putting all the music together, writing all of the original music, and setting that up for 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe TV specials. That took a lot of work, especially writing the new material. And I would come on the road for the first couple of weeks to make sure that the band were in the right place, sure everything was right. I'd pop in and out to make sure that the quality was still right. So that was a big involvement. I'm not involved with Celtic Thunder anymore, so it afforded me the opportunity to go back and pick up the reins that I'd left down 6, 7 years ago. So I'm thoroughly enjoying being back doing what I was doing before that, which is touring, performing, and being able to play Carnegie Hall. For God's sake, it doesn't get any better.
Though we may be gone, memories linger on. And I miss him, the old man.
Next year, Phil Coulter will be celebrating 50 years in the music business. Over the years, working with many different performers. This was not his first time sharing a stage with Andy Cooney. In fact, they recently released a joint new CD called A Bright Brand New Day, an album that was 20 years in the making.
I got a call from Andy about this time last year asking me would I like to finish the album that we had started 20 years ago. I mean, how could you resist? We had started working on it, we got half the tracks done 20 years ago. Then The finance ran out, so it was parked for all of 20 years. And this is classic Andy Cooney. 99 out of 100 performers would have said, oh, you know, we missed that album. My finance was pulled. Not Andy Cooney. Andy said, I'm going to do it again. So he called me up and said, can we finish the album? So we went back into the same studio with the same piano, different musicians. We revisited the tracks that were already laid, and I wrote some brand new songs. And it was, well, there was a nice feeling of completing the circle. It's the first time it's ever taken me 20 years to make an album.
Ireland is calling us home. And the mountains are mountains, fields and ponds. Ireland.
Phil Coulter is famous all over the world. His music has reached every corner of the globe. The Town I Love So Well is actually recorded in many different languages, so it has crossed many, many barriers. And so, of course, to perform with him and to sing his beautiful melodies and powerful lyrics, I can really dig into it. I just think the lyrics are honest, they're real, and people really relate to them. And the melodies that are just so listenable. I think that's why he's been so successful.
The huge crowds, which included Bill and Hillary Clinton, came to enjoy the music, of course, but also to support Hope House Ministries. Based in Fort Jefferson, New York, the organisation has helped countless numbers of young people, in particular those suffering from drug and alcohol addiction. The ministry was founded in 1980 by Father Frank Pizzarelli, whose grandparents came from County Louth.
Christmas is a season for hope. And I think one of the great challenges for us is that people have really become very despondent. And there is a real sense of hopelessness. And one of the great gifts that I've experienced in my 35 years of working with broken young people is really helping them to embrace and celebrate that spirit of hope in reclaiming their lives and realizing that no matter how broken, wounded, no matter what they've done, criminal and otherwise, that they can be changed and transformed. And Christmas time is a wonderful opportunity to talk about change and transformation. It's a time for renewed hope for all of us.